They are. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This is Daniel Cowart with BYBB. We're going to be opening up for questions and answers on the comp plan. I hope that everybody had the opportunity to review yesterday's rebroadcast. Becky's going to be point on that, and I see that we've got a few people joining us already. So again, welcome everybody, and Becky, I know that you've got some questions in there, and what I would just like to suggest, guys, because there is a short delay in the questions actually coming through, please go ahead and start putting in any questions that you may have specific that were not emailed into the chat box in the webinar, so that by the time we get through some of the questions that we have, if we haven't answered the ones that you guys have in your chat, we can go ahead and address those. So with no further ado, and that said, Becky, you're on, and welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for that, Daniel. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to start off with a document that was emailed to many of you. We have some challenges with our email system, so I understand not everyone got it. And so we thought it would be valuable to go through this. Those that did get it had a few questions. For those of you who have not yet seen it, it is available on our website in your back office, and so you can certainly go there and review this information after we discuss it a little bit tonight. What we've done is literally take a comparison between the old compensation plan and the new one that we will be launching in the very near future, and compared them side by side so that you can see the difference between them. Obviously, they operate very differently, and so there's little explanations or disclaimers, as you may have it with some of them. And so let's just run through this real quick. We listed the 6 ways to get paid. And so with that, we started with the retail sales and retail profits. With the old plan, you do get a 20% markup, and it wasn't set at exactly 20%, but it is and will be in the future. So the markup was there, and then you could earn up to 19% on commissions, and there were a lot of little nuances and qualifications that you had to do in order to receive that. With the new plan, there's a 20% markup on every product, plus you get 40% of PV in commissions, and it's paid instantly in your Y wallet, which is part of your sharing center. We'll be talking about that next week in one of our webinars. The other plan was a weekly payout. Retail PV to help you qualify for Quick Start. That did not exist in the old plan, but that's a powerful component with this new plan, simply because it will help you earn further through the Quick Start bonus with every retail sale that you make. That volume counts towards qualification only. You don't receive commissions on it again because they're already paid, but you do receive the point value. Going to Quick Start, of course, the payment of the Quick Start bonus, again, it occurred weekly. With a new plan, it will be instantaneous. As soon as that order is placed, you will see that in your Y wallet. As soon as funds are available, you will be able to access them. So it will show pending until they're available in the account. Retail sales to help qualify, we've already discussed that. Obviously, that did not occur with the old plan. With the unilevel, and with the current plan, the unilevel was also called an infinity bonus, not labeled a unilevel, but it worked similar to our unilevel, and so this is where we're comparing those. With the current plan, obviously you have to balance legs to receive commissions. There is no balancing with the new comp plan. Full dynamic compression did not occur with the old plan. It was a different form of compression than what we have, and as you saw in the presentation, that's down a full 5 levels of activity. So as you saw in the presentation last night, literally you could skip 2 or 3 levels and get paid as deep as the 8th, 9th, and 10th level as searching for 5 levels of activity. And then the commission percentage with the unilevel was 19%, and there were various limitations and qualification requirements that went with that. With a current plan, it's a straight 40% with simple qualification requirements, and that means only that you have at least 40 PV, and you will get paid everything that's available in your unilevel structure. The matrix, which in the new plan is the sharing matrix, and it's a bonus structure. They both are 3x5s. Is there community effort in the old one? It's your downline only, so that doesn't exist other than people can be placed from your upline into your matrix. But with the new plan, everyone in the entire company is contributing to the filling of your entire matrix. Compression did not exist in the current plan, or the old plan as we call it, and it absolutely exists with the new plan, meaning every single level will be full. Every single person on each level in every position will be active at 100 PV. No more, no less. And so it's perfectly balanced, perfectly fair, and full down to the depth of the number of people that are available in the company based on your position. Percentage old plan was 24%. Obviously, the new plan is 40%. Must be a gym rank to earn on all levels. That occurred in the old plan. In the new plan, there are no gym ranking requirements. There are separate bonuses offered for that. And so again, very simple requirements. Sponsor 3 and be active at 140 PV and help your 3 get 3, then you will receive everything that's absolutely available to you. Gym pools are similar. 1% of the company volume divided equally in each pool for 5 gym pools, making a total of 5% of the company volume. That occurred in both of them. But in the new plan, you continue to retain the rank that you earned. So if you're a topaz and become a ruby, you will still get paid for being a topaz. Your gym ranking does not go away. It just continues to accumulate. And then we have the Diamond Infinity bonus. It wasn't included in the old plan. It's literally, like we said a few minutes ago, that's what was referred to as the unilevel, and there were some requirements connected to that. In the new plan, it's a totally different additional bonus as you reach diamond status. 3% of the entire group volume is available with both of them. You had to balance your legs in order to earn with the other one. With the current comp plan, there's no balancing. The old plan pays up 4 diamond generations. Did not do that, but the new plan does. And then there's a new ranking with the new comp plan that we're going to be introducing called Diamond Elite Status. And there's an additional 1% offered for that from your entire organization. And we discussed that a little bit last night. So you can see there's quite a difference. The telltale part of that is when we actually go into the earning potential illustrations. And what we have done is put together a scenario based on, first of all, the current compensation plan. It could apply to both of them, but we made it look as though a new ISP had signed up 90 days ago and had done or exercised what we call the power of 3, or your personal plan of action. And so you enroll in the program with 140 PV. You sponsor 3 other active ISPs, and then you help them do the same. That would create 1,200 points in with your group volume. And then the matrix is filled through level 4 with 72 positions filled on level 5. The matrix on the old plan is filled through level 3 just simply because it's based on your own efforts, not the efforts company-wide. And that's this up here, 3 who get 3 each, making 9. So there's your level 3. And then you have 3 ISPs total on level 1 with 120 total PV. That's 40 PV times 3. 9 with 40 PV times 9. And then 27 on your third level, making a total of 1,080 PV. And so here's how the plans break down. You would not earn anything on retail sales because you must have a gem rank to earn that. With the old plan. The new plan, there's $235 available. With your quick start bonus, you must have 200 PV to earn, and in this illustration there was the 40, but you do earn $54. With the old plan, the infinity bonus, again, you must be a gem rank to earn. With the new plan, there's $78 paid out there. The matrix, there's $84 because it's only filled with your efforts. With a new plan, you can see the power of the company building it for you with $2,445. Neither one of these illustrations allows for a gem ranking because you need 4 personally sponsored to qualify, and that hasn't occurred yet. Of course, there's no diamond bonus. So the total earnings, the comparison, is quite dramatic with the difference that's there. Then we put together a second test scenario, and this is for someone who had reached the Sapphire rank, and there's volume attached to that. And this is probably the area where the most questions came in, because those of you who have been in the program for a while obviously have been watching the program and earning from it, and you understand it and didn't understand the comparison. So let's try to break this down a little further. We're going to go through step by step. You have your independent sharing partner with 340 personal volume. That's you. There's 300 PV in retail sales, 6 active personally sponsored ISPs, and 1 new enrollment with a 200 PV order. Pretty straightforward. Your group volume is 40,880. There's 1 topaz with 9,500 group volume, 1 topaz with 9,000 group volume, and 2 rubies with 11,190 group volume each. These are all people that are in your organization, your actual genealogy. Now beyond that, there's 45 topazes in the company, and this is so that we could determine the gem pool bonus that you would receive. There are 20 rubies in the company and 10 sapphires, and that's company-wide. You have 6 ISPs on your first level, and that goes back to your 6 active personally sponsored. 18 on your second level, and this is the unilevel that we're talking about here. 54 on the third level, 162 on your fourth level, and 486 on your fifth level. Your matrix, you have 2 positions. The first one is completely filled, and the second one has 3 levels completely filled, and there's $526,000 in company volume. That's only shown there so that we can award the bonuses that are offered. So with the new plan, earnings with the retail sales is 151. Excuse me, the old plan. The new plan is 235. The quick start is $90. With the new plan is 40, and that's the volume is there, but the lower amount here is because 100 of the PV for each position in the matrix is not used to pay quick start bonuses. So even though the volume amounts are the same for each illustration, it has to be attached to matrix volume. Infinity bonus, 1,781 versus 1,524. And then here's where the difference really starts to show. With your matrix, 2,200 in the old plan, and the new plan is more than double that with $4,845. Gym pools are again quite different because you continue to earn from each gym pool. 526 versus 950 or 905 for a total of 4,748 in the old plan and 7,549 with the new plan. Hopefully that helps you understand it a little more as I've broken down every piece. From there was a question about the let's go here, about the Diamond Elite, and we're going to scroll down to that and open up into full screen presentation. And I'm already there, my goodness. Here's how the Diamond Elite works, and it's very similar to regular Diamond Infinity bonus, only we only reach down 2 generations. So if an individual becomes a Diamond Elite, and of course there's 500,000 group volumes, so there's no way we can demonstrate those numbers of individuals and literally the depth of the unilevel. But if you're the only Diamond Elite, you will earn 1% off of your entire organization, so the group volume for your entire organization. But if another Diamond Elite comes into the program, no matter where they are, you continue to earn on all the rest of your legs and the rest of your organization, except where this leg starts. And let's pretend like there's not a red section here. You and your green Diamond Elite then would equally share 1% of this leg only. So the second Diamond Elite would get 0.5% of all the volume in their particular organization, while you get 0.5% of their volume as well as 1% of the rest. And that would follow one more level. We're going to show that once a third Diamond Elite comes into the program, the second one and the third one get 5% of the third ones, and it continues to break out the same. And that would continue. If a fourth Diamond Elite came into the program, then the third and the fourth would split the volume of just that leg. The rest of the legs, no matter where you are, continue to pay out as they were originally designed to do so. So the blue is a full 1%, the green is a 0.5% because the blue is still getting 0.5% of that leg, or those legs, wherever that is. With that, I'm going to go ahead and open up the chat section and see if we have any other questions. Those were the primary ones that we had questions on that came in last night. So let's open this up and see if we have anything coming in.
So Becky, while you were doing that, there was some questions on the actual presentation.
Okay.
And I went through, and it looks like a lot of people would love to have a PDF copy of what you just reviewed. So, I just let them know that I would request a copy of it, and I can put it up on BYBB for everybody to be able to download.
That is already in their back office on the current website for them to go to at will and to download and print.
Oh, guys, it's already in your back office.
So it was available to you. Actually, it was released last week. sometime. And so that is there for you to study and dissect and break apart. So with that, we've got that one. We've got that answered. Same thing. Claire is saying no sound. Daniel, that's your job to fix.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how I could troubleshoot that in a live webinar.
Okay. Want to print the comparison, but feature section blurs together when I printed it out. Then we will go in tomorrow and fix that and make that available to you if it's not printing properly. Ori uploaded that, and I don't know the format he even put it in. I do know it's a PDF, and so it should be good. The screen is almost illegible as it prints. Okay, we'll work on that. Same thing. I guess we don't have any further questions. That means we've either done a really good job or left them totally in the dark. We're going to give it a couple of seconds for people to pop on with further questions. And if we don't have any, you will be welcome to email those in. We are going to have a live forum question and answer webinar on the 20th of January, 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and we will answer questions on any of the webinars that we are doing, as well as we continue to address comp plan questions. If you've gone through it and there's something you still don't understand, we'll be glad to address those during that webinar as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to interrupt, Becky. I just want we've been receiving a lot of inquiries about BYBV, so I just wanted to let people know that we're going to be touching on that when we debut the new system coming up in your sharing center presentation.
That was my next announcement. How do you guys like my new voice? Good job, Daniel. I love it.
Thank
yes,
you.
you'll be learning a lot about BYBV. Also, that will be discussed, and correct me if I'm wrong, Daniel, but also in the target marketing presentation that we'll be doing. So the sharing center and the target marketing will have BYBV components in it. It is coming. It is coming.
And it's going to be better than ever. It's coming to market full featured, not alpha phase. We're putting final touches on a lot of the modules that we've been working on as we're putting together all of the new infrastructure and systems. So I'm excited, and you know, as a geek, for me to get excited, it's got to be pretty cool. So I think you guys will love it.
It looks like a question or two just popped in. No.
To the top.
Is it at the top? There we go.
Can you let Catherine know where in the back office that file is located?
I certainly can. If you will go to the back office, there's two brand new things that are posted at the top of the news section. One is this document. It has an image attached to it, but down inside the document is a link that you can click on to actually open the document. And so it talks about earning being even easier now. That's kind of the topic of that news blurb. So it's right there in your back office. Okay. When is the plan scheduled to go into effect? I was afraid we would get that question. The answer is soon. We are not releasing a date right now. We apologize. We are in the process of testing all the systems. We obviously need to educate each and every one of you so you know what's coming. We hope to empower you to know how to use all the new tools that are going to be available to you, and just wait until we show you your new sharing center. You're going to be astounded. And we need to make sure that you know what to do when this thing happens. And so that's why we're introducing the compensation plan first, because that's what's driving everything else to change, and is connected with all the software and with the back office and the reporting you receive, the replicated websites. They're all synergistic and all working together. And so
Very powerful integration.
Pardon?
Very powerful integration.
Oh, nothing else like it anywhere. And you're talking to the man. Daniel is pretty amazing with the things that he's done. I can say, Daniel, we need this. And he goes, no problem. Daniel, what about this? We can do that. Or we'll do a little brainstorming session and figure out how we actually want it to look, and it's pretty fun. So
I can illustrate that a little bit. You know, one of the problems we were having yesterday was registration on BYBB.
Yes.
And that was overzealous false positive test from me that made that go live. But we fixed it this morning, and now if you guys go to the login page on BYBB, or you send your downline over there, or people are getting the email now from corporate, you are actually able to log into BYBB with your virtual office credentials. We have integrated that as of this morning. It's live.
Pretty fun. Pretty fun. We wanted to send an email out giving that announcement, and we will work on that tomorrow so that you don't have to even go through the registration process. You literally will be able to go directly to BYBB, and if you're currently a sharing partner, you use your user ID number and your password, and you get right into this webinar section.
And then just one-click registration, and you should be getting your autoresponders with your welcome messages and your reminders before it starts. You know, all very integrated, and when it all works well. But we are, you know, debugging and making it all perfect for you guys for the anticipated imminent launch.
In a way that blows you away. Just wait. I can hardly wait till people see this, Daniel. It'll be fun. So we have some more questions. Clara, where did you say the PowerPoint is located? We did not put the PowerPoint in the back office simply because this webinar is available with it on it, though not quite what we want it to be yet. We can make it available in the back office with a recorded version, but there has to be some transition made to that in order for it to play if you don't have PowerPoint, and we can work on that. Right, Daniel?
Sure, but also in the meantime, there's a recorded video that you guys can watch from the BYBB On Demand section, or I think they're going to put a link in the back office to it as well. So,
we are.
You won't necessarily need the PowerPoint, as you'll be able to play the video for any prospects and stop and pause as needed.
Correct. And so that is available right now. Just go to your webinars on demand, and I will put it in the back office tomorrow so you'll be able to see it. We are working on ramping up the products, Catherine, and so that we will be able to handle everything. We've answered the PowerPoint. So will we be able to mail people in our downline to their personal email, not the company back office? Yes, you will. That's another presentation, another time.
Oh, I thought she was talking about the PowerPoint.
So will we be able to email people in our downline to their personal email, not the company back office?
Okay, so she's referring to the virtual office then, the message.
She is. And so I think I read it right. Clara, you have to wait for the presentation. Daniel, you got to make sure and cover that in the presentation because it's there and it's amazing.
The messaging interface is pretty slick.
Catherine saying the screen is too small on the PowerPoint, not like last night. Catherine, you can expand your screen yourself and make it full screen. The size is no different. So just expand that, get with your sponsor if you don't know how to do that, or you can call in and have somebody help you.
The other thing is that the document we were looking at was not the PowerPoints. It's not in the same font size.
That's right.
So it's going to be, it is a completely different format than the PowerPoint that we went through last night.
Correct.
So to present that on the screen is a little bit different. And now we understand that the next time we want to do that, we'll do it with a bigger font version.
And we can go in and prove that and re-record it if it would be beneficial. So we can work on that to make sure that you get what you need and be able to view it the way that you need to view it. Julie, what do we do with people that don't have computers? I guess probably the most important thing is that you invite them over or get them to a library or get them in front of a computer. I know that's probably not the answer you want to hear, but literally this is the era we live in, and so for us to be totally effective in all that we're doing and the direction that we're heading in, we're going to use technology because it's the most streamlined, powerful, effective way for us to reach the masses worldwide. And so computers are going to be a very necessary tool for anyone who intends to build an organization and turn BYTH into a business-making opportunity. Anyone who wants to just use the product, then they can work with their sponsor to get those orders through.
And if I could just elaborate on that a little bit, we do understand that not everybody in the world has a computer or a laptop or a tablet, but it kind of seems like everybody in the world has a smartphone. So one of the things that we really painstakingly paid attention to is to enable you guys to manage your business from your phone. And that'll be part of what we'll be revealing to you, so some of the cat is out of the bag.
Yeah, boy, people who didn't get on this call tonight are going to be sad. Actually, it's recorded and people will get it later on. So let's go back down.
We just got a good questioning from Sandra. Becky, you might want to scroll up and take a look at that.
I don't want to skip over the ones that were there. Hopefully we will have a PowerPoint to be able to print out soon, so it's not always possible to use our computer. The screen size is still blurry. Claire, we can certainly work on that. We can make that available. All right, let's go to Sandra. In the first chat on your presentation last night, RSV counts towards PV. PVQS, you said we must be active, have 40 PV and eligible to receive commissions for unilevel and sharing matrix, PUV 100 plus PMV. Yes. So do I understand it that you must be in both to get any retail profit? Please review or elaborate a bit more, please. Yes, you will need to be active and qualified in order for your retail commissions to be paid to you. If you want to get paid in the unilevel only, there's only a 40 PV requirement. Otherwise, for retail and quick start, there's different qualifications for all of them. But for the retail sales, if you are retailing the product, we don't want something just strictly retailing. We also would like to see you utilizing the product so that you're a product of the product. Sandra, does that clarify that question? 140 PV in order to receive retail commissions is the correct answer. 40 PV in the unilevel, 100 PV in the matrix. If you are not qualified for the matrix with your sponsoring portion, it still needs to be 140 PV that's attached to the unilevel. That's the mark to meet. Any other questions? No. No sound. Is anyone else having an issue with sound?
I was going to say, Clara, you can contact me and I'll try to help you, but she can't hear me. So
Right, I was going to type it.
I'll help Clara with that.
Oh, someone has already posted, Donna. I think the sound problem is your connection. So obviously it's not system-wide.
Barbara hears us loud and clear. That's excellent.
Yes.
Paulette is also having a problem, apparently.
I see that. So you've been offered a helping hand by the expert. So after we get off this call, if you can reach out, Daniel will follow through and help you guys work on that. So it sounds like everyone else is doing well. It doesn't look like any more questions. So at this point, I think we're going to go ahead and end this webinar. Keep in mind the next one is scheduled for Thursday, the 8th of January, 2015. It will be on total health, presented by Ori Young. Time is 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. We look forward to all of you joining us then. And then be taking notes if you have questions anywhere along the line. As we proceed further through these webinars, we will have a total Q&A session at the very end on the 20th of January, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Good night, everyone. Appreciate you being on the call.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.